Welcome into the BSN Avalanche weekly breakdown presented by Bender's Bar and Grill.
This is Jim Armstrong, former sports columnist at the Denver Post. These days, I own Bender's up in Westminster in the Westminster Promenade Ice Center. If you don't think we're the preeminent hockey bar in the metro area, you haven't seen the framed Original Six jerseys above the bar. We have poutine on the menu. That must make us a hockey bar. All kinds of good stuff on the menu. Come on up to Bender's and check us out.
I'm Allie Monroy, and alongside me is BSN Avalanche beat writer Adrian Dater. Dater, who's next to us?
Well, this is what we're calling the Headless Horseman this year, the newest addition to the Avalanche. His on-ice vision may not be the best, but he's a battler, so don't count this guy out. Right, buddy?
All right, back to some seriousness. The Avalanche play tonight here at Pepsi Center against the Minnesota Wild at 7 p.m. Dater, what will you be watching for in this matchup?
Well, Allie, I think the first thing we've got to look for is this second line. Now, first is what we know already. First is great. First is first line, Nathan MacKinnon. But second is the big number for the Avalanche, I think, right now. How is that second line going to do? Tyson Jost, the 20-year-old, is going to get the job as a starting second line center. So, didn't have a great rookie season. Not a horrible one. A lot of pressure on him. Highly touted prospect. So, I'm going to be watching him very carefully. Alexander Kerfoot, left wing, not worried about him. I think he's going to have a great year. Kid from Harvard scored 19 last year. The right wing on the second line, Colin Wilson. Older guy, injured a lot last year, didn't perform very well. He's being given that job, second line right wing. So it's kind of a second chance for him. I'll be watching him very closely to see how he does, because I do believe that how well that second line performs is going to determine much about this Avalanche team this year.
Well, Dater, what do you think the Avalanche need to do tonight to come out with a win?
Well, first of all, they just have to play the Wild like they did last year at the end of the year. I mean, they just crushed the Wild by touchdown scores. So, play them like they did. They're younger and faster than the Wild. The Wild are an older team. Got a lot of guys we've heard from over the years. Eric Stahl, Zach Parise, Ryan Suter, who's back after injury tonight, the defenseman. They have to keep the puck, away from him. Don't let Ryan Suter just dominate the game with his puck possession. But outskate the Wild. Get up on them early if you can. Keep skating. Get them tired by that third period. That's what happened a lot last year with the Avs. They seem to tire the Wild out toward the end of games. Tonight is no better time to do that again on opening night here.
Speaking of younger, who should the fans look out for in tonight's game?
Well, there's a kid named Sheldon who's going to make his NHL debut tonight. 24 years old, never drafted into the NHL. Kid came out of nowhere. I hadn't heard much of him before. All of a sudden, he's here. He makes the team. He sends some guys who had NHL experience to the Colorado Eagles, beats them out for a roster spot. So I'm definitely, there's a guy right there. I mean, Sheldon Dries. He's going to play on a line with Matt Calvert and JT Comfort. So expect a lot of energy from him, that line in general. And he's the sort of unknown new Av this year, along with the Headless Horseman here.
All right, well, be sure to catch all of our game coverage on bsndenver.com. For Adrian Dater, I'm Allie Monroy, BSN Denver.